Hi and welcome to WWE Girl Talk. I'm Coral.
I'm Ashley.
And today we're reviewing the Smackdown from the 7th of May, which is very late, and we do apologise.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there. Every day.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much.
We'll have NXT up tomorrow.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, keep an eye.
We're going to be more ahead of NXT than we are.
I know! It's because it only takes an hour to watch. So.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we start off SmackDown with Jerry the King Lawler introducing the new king of the ring, King Barrett. Shouldn't this have been done like a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
why are we doing this now?
Yeah.
I think it's a different writer's story.
Doesn't match.
No. So I kind of lost interest straight away because I was like, well, we know this. Everyone knows, you know, that he's. I mean, he was King Barrett on Raw, so we know who he is. So King Barrett comes out and he's like, you know, he's calling everyone commoners. I hate all this shit when they do that. Like, I know you're dressed as you're technically the king of the ring, but you don't need to actually be like a king. Yeah, you don't need to. It cringes me out. And then he's saying,
it's always the British ones that go, "Oh, you commoners."
I know, it's just so
we don't
know. We're commoners.
Yeah,
we're common. We are the common. So yeah, and King Barrett's like, "Oh, Jerry, you're not a real king." Well, no one's a real king. No. You're not a real king. What is going on?
We don't have a king.
No. And he tells Jerry to howl him, and Jerry's like, nah. So he threatens to beat up Jerry the King Lawler, and Dolph comes out, which is really random. I was like, no, this isn't happening. So then Dolph and King Barrett have a match. I swear that's all, like, Dolph and King Barrett face like the same 4 people now.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I mean, the match is okay. I can't really remember it.
No.
It was very short because as Dolph hit with the Famouser, Sheamus come out and broke up the pin.
That happens every time.
And so Dolph technically won because of DQ. So then Barrett and Sheamus started beating up Dolph, and Neville come out and saved him. You know, it's all the bromance going on.
So freaking predictable. It's just them 4.
It is. And so, you know how we have like the same tag team match like twice a week for the past month? We have it again. So it's King Barrett and Sheamus versus Neville and Dolph Ziggler. We've literally had this match for like 2-3 weeks in a row now on every Raw and SmackDown. It's like, it's the same match. How can it be that different? And it's a normal tag match. It's not like a one with special stipulations or anything. No. It's just so fucking ugh. I feel like pulling my eyelashes out. Like, you know, just like that'd be more entertaining than watching this match again.
Your eyes will water.
I know. Then I can't watch it. It would be good. So, you know, same old shit. You know, I just lost interest in this SmackDown straight away because it was full of bullshit from the beginning. But Dolph,
like WWE.
Yeah. Well, Dolph never won because Dolph hit with the zigzag on Barrett, because Barrett even though he's the king, he loses everything. I won't be surprised if someone steals his crown and his like scepter and his cloak, and then there's this whole kerfuffle about it. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. So Ziggler and Neville won. They walked off hand in hand, celebrating.
And got married.
Yeah, they got married. There was a live marriage on SmackDown, even though SmackDown's not live. Oh well, never mind. So then we have Renee, and I have to say one thing about SmackDown. I hated it was full of Renee. Every
other fucking match she talked to someone.
I was like, oh, can we not with Renee? She must be sucking the right dicks. Yeah. So I love that saying now.
Yeah, sucking the right
I need to start saying that in like more situations rather than just WWE ones. Anyway, so Renee interviews Dean. Dean keeps it nice and short, thank fuck, and says he's going to embrace the fatal 4-way chaos and walks off. I think he's even finished with Renee. He's like, oh, I'm bored of talking to you now.
Bye bye.
Then we had a really random match. It was Luke Harper versus Fandango. Didn't really understand the match, to be fair, why it was a match. And Fandango does his do-do-do-do thing. And Luke Harper actually started doing it and then kicked him in the face. Which was... But actually...
What a bad match though.
I actually missed Luke Harper doing this. I only heard it because I was doing... I don't know what I was doing, but I think I like switched tabs on my laptop. And I missed it and I couldn't be asked to rewind it. But that happened.
Yeah, when you rewind on YouTube, it
fucks you up for life. Yeah, the match was fast, but it was a massive, like, oh, let's just hurry up and get this done type thing. But Luke Harper won with the clothesline. You know how good he is with those. But Fandango did put up a fight.
Yeah.
I think Fandango actually owned most of that match.
Yeah, he did, and it was like the most I've seen him wrestle in a very long time.
And the fact that he can actually hold his own against someone like Luke Harper.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be facing Adam Rose every week.
No. Which is also like, why is Adam Rose on NXT all the time? But we'll get to that on the NXT review.
Harper won. I just said that. Eric Rowan come out. He said Luke Rowan. And he comes down. He gets in the ring after his chimes are done. I still can't take the chime seriously. It's just so weird. And he stares at Luke Harper, and I was thinking, oh, maybe they're gonna have a feud. That'd be quite interesting. But he beats up Fandango, and then it looks like Luke Harper and Eric Rowan are a team again. I mean, we said this on our Raw review because we already knew, but it'd be quite interesting to see what they're going to bring to the tag teams. I feel like the tag teams are lacking a bit. Like, they were really strong, and now a lot of teams have either split up or injured, so they're really lacking. Yeah. It seems like there's like 3 tag teams, really. 4, 5, 6. There's a lot of them, but they're not very prominent. There's like 2, New Day and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, and the rest is just kind of background noise.
Yeah, I like the Lucha Dragons. They need to be played out more. Yeah. They need to be the front faces.
Yeah, saying that, I'm quite bored of them now. They were quite good at first. I kind of dropped out of like
all their tricks have been used.
Yeah, but I'll get to that later when they're in the match. So we then have Lana come out on her own, which was quite weird. I thought it kind of made me feel uncomfortable.
It was like, please don't cheer for me. Rusev don't like it when you cheer for me.
Yeah,
I remember that part.
Yeah, that was like, spot on.
Yeah,
and Rusev come out to his own music. Did Lana have different music? She did, didn't she?
I think she did, but I can't remember what it was.
It was like Rusev's Russian music, but in a higher pitch. Because I was watching a really weird version on YouTube, so it all sounds the same. So Rusev come out, told to go backstage basically, and then he starts talking on his own, saying he keeps it nice and short though. He didn't go on for too long, and he said that Cena's victories have been flukes ever since his, all his wins recently, because Cena never loses anyway. And he says that Cena will be the one to say I quit. And I just realised this I quit match isn't technically an I quit match. So even though he says I quit, it doesn't mean he quits wrestling. I thought that was the whole point of wrestling. I thought that was the whole point of an I quit match. But it's not, apparently. It just clicked on the other day. I was on the train, I was like, actually, it just means I quit the match.
Oh, that's really shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
They've changed that, I think.
They have, because an I quit match was what Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair
where they had to, quit.
At WrestleMania. And Ric Flair retired.
But you know how WWE like to change their rules? They change their rules halfway through a match sometimes. So.
Change them actually, they change them more often than people change their underwear.
That's true, they do.
And that's daily.
And then Rusev fucks off, which is nice. Don't see him again for another couple of days. Renee's talking to Roman Reigns, and this was quite cringy. I didn't like this segment. Reigns says he likes Dean.
Yeah, he goes, I like Dean.
He's like a brother to me.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
So.
I think he's like one-sided. It's like, oh, I really like him, and he's like, yeah, no, I kind of pretend to like him. Like, I don't know. But he said he won't let anyone stand in his way. Alright then. Cool.
Okay. Whatever floats your boat.
I don't know why we're having all these like interviews with all the Fatal 4-Way contenders. It's irrelevant. It's just time wasting.
Hey, Renee's sucking the right dicks.
She is, but every other match we're having an interview. I don't need it. We don't need it. We could have had a longer Fandango match.
But whoever's dicks Renee sucked needed it.
Yeah, well. Oh. We had New Day vs Tyson Kidd, Cesaro and Ryback, which was a really random match.
Who was that again? Tyson Kidd?
Cesaro and Ryback.
Yeah.
I didn't understand this at all. I was like, no, I would have rather Natalia have done it than Ryback. But as soon as Ryback was involved, I completely switched off, carried looking for recipes, and just completely didn't watch it, to be honest with you. I had it on the background and flicked a couple of times, but
I don't really remember it.
No. Why I put Ryback in there? Why? It made no sense. It ruined the whole thing. And near the end of the match, Bray Wyatt's like flashy thing, you know, not worms, but you know that weird thing he has before he speaks.
Oh yeah.
The screen BT thing come up and distracted pretty much everyone. And then Kofi pinned Tyson Kidd. Bray Wyatt, did he attack Ryback on this bit? He did, didn't he? Did he come along and just whack him one? He mustn't have, because he would have got disqualified.
I don't remember.
No, this was a different Smackdown. Sorry, I'm talking about something else. Yeah, the distraction, because you know everyone loves distractions. caused Tyson Kidd, Cesaro and Ryback to lose. And Kofi Kingston actually pinned someone.
Yeah, which is weird.
Very strange.
If New Day had gone to win, Big E should win it. Like, should pin.
I quite like Xavier Woods to actually do something. To be honest.
It'd be nice if we did something, because he was alright with Cesaro.
Yeah, he was actually.
And what did we do? What did we do?
We're winning.
We're winning.
I think they'd all be better solo. Maybe Kofi should retire now.
Yeah, Kofi's past it, but the other two are quite good.
Yeah, they make me laugh.
Yeah. It's the gimmick. I think that's what everyone hates. It's the gimmick.
They've all got potential apart from Kofi, maybe. But
yeah, Kofi's past it, but singularly they're all good. And like, credit to them, they have a good match when they're against Tyson Kidd and Cesaro.
To be fair to them though, for such a shit gimmick, they're kind of doing okay. I hate the gimmick, but they're kind of making it work a bit. I don't know. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
I know what you mean.
Like, they're rolling with it and they're making it comical, and you want to hate them, but you hate the gimmick as well. Like, a lot more.
I think it's more not so much you hate them, it's more frustrating the fact that Dodo has gone that way with them. Yeah,
because they have potential and they've just completely fucked it. But yeah,
I used to really like Kofi when I was younger. I thought Kofi was really good. He's so passing.
I never was a massive fan of Kofi.
I used to really like him.
No. He never really floated my boat. I don't know what it was about him. I just was like, oh, Kofi's on.
No, it was like, for me, that was more Rey Mysterio. I liked Rey Mysterio.
Oh, really?
I did like Rey Mysterio, but I never saw the over the hype about him. Like, I didn't understand it, but I did really like Rey Mysterio, but I didn't understand the hype. So I was like, oh yeah, Rey Mysterio's on. And then I'd like it when he did the, what was it? I can't remember.
619.
Yeah, the 619, but that was it. And I remember it being an episode of Heroes as well. It was him on the TV, and then what was the character name? Claire. She did it because her superpower was to mimic other things, other moves. So.
I have no idea what you're going on about.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio, and then she did it. That was it.
So we have Renee again. She's like the common cold, keeps coming back.
Can't find a vaccination for it.
No, exactly. So we have Randy Orton talking to her, and Randy Orton kind of drags on a bit. I mean, Roman Reigns and Dean kept it nice and short and sweet. You get over it. Randy Orton just goes on a tangent, to be honest, and says he's going to hit everyone, even Vince McMahon. It's like, what the fuck? When did Vince become part of this match? I don't understand. And then that was basically it. He just kind of went on a rampage about everything. He seems to hate life at the moment. I would have preferred this whole thing if Randy Orton wasn't actually involved. I feel like it's the Shield, and then Randy Orton was just kind of there.
It's really, isn't it?
Can you let me in, please? Like,
I don't really see them as the Shield anymore, though. It's really weird.
No, you don't. But at the same time, Randy Orton feels very oddly placed. Like, everyone's been saying it. It feels like them three, and then you've got Randy Orton, who's just been like plopped in the middle. It just.
I think for me, because the order they put them all in, it doesn't seem like it, but it does when you look at it from like all four.
If you see a picture, it looks very weird.
The Shield versus,
because they're like, even though they're not the Shield anymore, they all wear very similar clothing.
Yeah.
Like, even like Dean's top and Roman Reigns' top, if you look closely, like quickly, you think they're the same top.
Well, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins pretty much still wear what they wore in the Shield.
Yeah.
Especially Roman Reigns, and Seth's is just black with a different logo on it.
Just doesn't wear a top anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Dean put jeans on.
Yeah. Dean probably would have worn Dean jeans. He can have his own brand. So we have
Dean jeans.
Do you want some Dean jeans?
$9.99 at the network.
See, we could run this shit.
Yeah.
So we had Naomi versus Emma, and the problem I have with this match is Emma's heel on NXT, but on Raw and SmackDown she's not.
It's really weird.
And it fucks me off because most people will tend to watch both NXT and like Raw and SmackDown. They'll watch it all because obviously from the crowd reaction it's obvious they all watch NXT, right? So I feel like it affects Emma's character a lot, and you don't really like her and don't want to see her because her character's not consistent. It's like Natalya, I got fed up with her because her character wasn't consistent. Like when Tyson Kidd Cesaro, she was heel, and then when she was on her own, she was face. Didn't make no sense.
But I do like Emma on NXT because she picks on Bayley. I don't like Bayley.
But we had Naomi versus Emma. It was a pointless match just to make Naomi look big. I meing, it was 3 seconds long. It could have been anyone. You know, it could have been anyone. It could have been Summer Rae. I'm glad it wasn't, but it could have been.
The thing is, Emma could put up a fight, and that's the annoying thing.
But she doesn't on Raw or SmackDown.
No, she really
They make her look terrible. So Naomi won with the rear view. She needs to change this special move of hers because I hate it.
Booty bump.
I hate it. I mean, to use it as a a move in a match, fair enough, but not to be your finisher.
Yeah.
That's just, no. You could have thought so many different things to do. Like, she stopped doing that head scissors kick thing, laying down head scissors. I like that. I can't remember the word for it.
I mean, the rear view would make sense if they were standing right next to the ropes. If that makes sense. Oh, no, because she does it in the middle of the ring.
Oh, what, she was in the turnbuckle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she wouldn't be able to
get out that high, I don't think.
Or kick her legs that much.
No, but I think she could.
I don't know, maybe.
She should try.
Then, yeah. Or if she always did it on an angle so they ran into the turnbuckle.
Plus, it's all so easy to counter, right? All they need to do is grab her legs and then, like, face plant her. Like,
Would anyone even be able to be good enough to do that?
I would want to see it. I hope someone's good. I reckon Nikki could do it. She's got quite good strength. But
Alicia Fox has got quite big muscles in her show.
Yeah. I don't know, I think Nikki could do it. With practice, I think she could. Maybe that's what they're going to do. We'll watch her. Probably not Elimination Chamber, but the other one, Money in the Bank. And they'll be doing that. You'll be like, yeah, we told her. But yeah, Naomi won the review, and Tamina and Naomi attacked Emma. Tamina kicked her right in the face. She's good at that. Kicking people in the face.
Tamina's quite rough.
But then it's just a kick in the face. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I like super kicks when Dolph does them. Because Dolph does them, like, perfectly. But if anyone else does it, I'm like, it's just a kick in the face. Like, I don't know what it is.
Tyler Breeze does them.
It's still just a kick in the face.
Just a kick in the face.
I don't know why Dolph really reminds me of Shawn Michaels anyway, so I don't mind him doing.
Was he trained by Shawn Michaels? No, that was Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan. I don't like Daniel Bryan.
Do you know what? I was thinking this when I was watching Raw earlier. No, Smackdown earlier. Whenever he hung off his internet.
Oh, Raw, yeah.
Yeah, Raw. I was thinking, do you know what? I didn't even really notice he was gone.
I noticed he was gone because I was waiting for him to come back. Like, if that makes sense, like I just couldn't be bothered with him coming back, and
I didn't really notice.
Shit again. Like, yeah, but his absence didn't mean fuck all. Like, it weren't like there was like a main, like, oh my god, we've got like good talent on this roster anymore. Like, it weren't like that.
Yeah.
But like, if someone like Seth went, you'd really notice it.
Notice because he's so into it. Like, because Daniel Bryan didn't have a proper route.
He didn't have a storyline. No. And even if like someone like Dean left, although sometimes he has no purpose, you'd notice him not being there because he's such a strong
and he's very dominant.
Yeah.
Like Daniel Bryan, like as dominant as Daniel Bryan is, he's not. If that makes sense.
He's only a crowd favourite by luck. If he wasn't a crowd favourite, he wouldn't be anywhere where it was.
No.
If he weren't for the guest chant, he'd still be fighting Stardust or someone on the lower card. I'll tell you that now. Anyway, enough about Daniel Bryan. He bores me.
Yeah.
Renee is back. Fucking hell, we love Renee. And she's with Seth and J&J. And they're talking about how... Well, Seth's bragging about his WrestleMania win again. Not like we don't know. And then Renee says, oh, but Kane says it's all about his success. Well done, Renee. We all know this. Even Seth knows it. So why are you bringing it up like it's new news to us? Seth's saying Kane's irrelevant and like irrelevant to his successes. Kane's irrelevant to Seth's successes, and he's just jealous basically that he's not where he is, and that Seth's now the future of the company basically. Same old stuff that we hear every single episode of this wrestling business.
Recite it.
We literally could.
Like, that's the best way to learn lines for your play.
Just keep doing the same ones. So then we had Los Matadores versus Lucha Dragons. And this was actually the last match of the night. Did everybody understand this?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
It was this like match card of this SmackDown has been very weak. There's been nothing that I've gone, wow, that match makes sense, or wow, that was a good match. It all just was very mediocre, below average. It wasn't very good. Anyway, this match, I lost so much attention to it because they all look the same.
Yeah, but I think didn't one of the commentators say something about that as well?
I think so, because they're all wearing blue as well. It was very hard to tell who was who. They all wear masks, and it's like I don't know who's doing what. It was all very much of a blur. Like, I feel like Lucha Dragons and Los Matadores really didn't click.
No, I mean, really, they should have.
They really should, but they didn't. Like, it was just too much going on, and you just kind of was like, I don't want to watch a tornado, so I'm just going to watch it. And El Torito kept getting involved, and I was like, what the fuck? Just stop.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Hornswoggle was better.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it is Hornswoggle in that costume?
No, he's too
tall.
Yeah.
What happened to Hornswoggle?
He must have retired. He was getting quite old,
wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
no, he is the crocodile sometimes, isn't
he? Yeah. Why do we need 2 midgets? Why?
I don't know.
I suppose give midgets a chance.
Hashtag give midgets a chance. Just watch Game of Thrones then.
I don't know.
There's a midget on there. He's so good. He wins awards. He's such a good actor.
Oh, is it the guy who's in Pirates of the Caribbean?
No,
different one.
Different guy. He's in. I can't remember his name now. He's in the new X-Men films. He's such an amazing actor. He's so good. I can't remember his name. He turns up in quite a bit at the moment though because of Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's so good.
So yeah, it was just ended with a roll up by Lucha Dragons really, and Los Matadores got pissed off, so they pushed El Torito on the floor. It was a bit random. Maybe they're going to drop him as well. Like apparently Adam Rose has dropped his rosebuds now, so everyone's dropping like flies, trying to save money by pushing out the non-existent, don't care characters, I think. But don't
the big names get paid regardless, like Brock?
Yeah, but like they'll save money by getting rid of the little characters, won't they? They won't have to pay them. But yeah, Los Matadores lost. Lucha Dragons won. There's nothing major to say about it, to be honest. Just whatever. Then we had the contract signing for the Fatal 4-Way match. And I thought it was quite weird they did this on a Smackdown. Normally they do things like this on Raw. I mean, they've got a long enough show to do it on Raw. It was very weird how they did it on a Smackdown.
Well, it's like they had nothing to film.
I think it is. They had nothing to do. They're like,
they
fuck.
turned up loads of times.
I know. We're like, fuck, get Renee out there. It's like, no more Renee. So then we had, well, basically, it took 10 minutes for everyone to come out, right?
Yeah, but they played all their entrances, didn't they?
Yeah, and I was like, I fast forwarded it all. I was like,
including Kane's, wasn't it?
Yeah, everyone. I was like, and then Kane literally come out just to introduce everyone. It's like, what are you, special guest ring announcer now? I just don't understand. So Seth comes out and he like talks. Well, he says he's going to stay at the stage. He weren't going to come down to the ring, and then Dean's like, get the fuck down here.
Yeah.
And they argue about this for like 2 minutes. She's like, just get down to the ring. I'm fed up of you arguing about getting down to the ring or not. And then Seth like starts telling everyone what they've said about each other. So, you know, Dean said this about Roman Reigns. And
fucking childhood.
Reigns said this about Randy Orton. The only good thing that made me laugh that Seth said was something about Reigns' wrestling ability and how he can just about string a sentence together. And that made me laugh.
I remember that bit.
Yeah, he said, oh, Reigns, you can just about string a sentence together. It's painful to hear you speak. Or something. It was that. And I literally cracked up. I was like, that is like so spot on. But I'm surprised he said it.
Yeah.
Because obviously like Reigns and him are like mates, right?
Yeah.
And Reigns must know everyone says his shit at talking.
Yeah.
So the fact that Ronna's just come out and said, yeah, you can't string a sentence together is a bit awkward. And then Reigns had nothing to say back to that. Like, you think, right, they'd make him sound big but actually come back with something really good, and he just kind of stuttered on the mic and then dropped it. It was like, I think it was funny because everyone's in the ring and Kane's talking about something and Dean just starts clearing the ring out of nowhere, and I started laughing already because Dean just likes to laugh, just doing whatever, and Kane's like, what are you doing? So Dean's like, well, we all know what's about to happen, so I was just helping us along. And then there's this massive brawl. Dean throws Mercury into the table, but the table doesn't break, so it's really awkward. Jamie Noble got hit with an office chair out of the ring. I don't know who hit him with the chair. I think he just got flung. I think that's hit him. And then Kane got Superman punched in the face. Then Roman Reigns and Dean were having this like, I'm going to kiss you, but I don't want to kiss you, like stare off in the middle of the ring. So Randy Orton took this opportunity to RKO Dean. And then Roman Reigns got angry because he did this to his brother and Superman punched Randy Orton. And then Seth came out of nowhere. I don't know where he came from. I think he ran off and then come back. Yeah. He got onto the top rope and did a flying knee kick to Roman Reigns. And then super kicked Roman Reigns in the face. And then he was to stand there with the belt, and that was the end of SmackDown.
I'm starting to miss the curve song.
I really miss it because all of his moves don't mean anything to me now. Like, you got RKO, you got Superman punch, you got the Dirty Deeds, and you got I'm gonna kick you in the face. Like, before it'd be like a curve stomp, you know that shit's just gone down. But now it's like, oh yeah. I was waiting for something else to happen. I was like, okay, is that the end, or are you gonna do something else? Like, you just don't know when the end is now. It's like, I don't know what the end is. So yeah, Seth will stand there victorious with his belt. Did they even sign a contract?
No.
What a pointless contract signing. We could have it. Oh.
Yeah, but every contract signing ends like that lately.
It's just like, normally they sign the contract first though, and then they have this like massive like fight. But this time they're like, no, we're not going to sign it. We'll sign it backstage, how it should be done. But yeah, I didn't enjoy this SmackDown. I was quite disappointed.
I was making dinner, I think.
I was blow drying my hair.
I think I was making dinner. For like the week's worth of dinner, so it's freezer. You just have to microwave it. So I was doing that while I was watching it. So there was parts with speaking that I couldn't hear it because everything was going.
Oh yeah, I was doing that. I was blow drying my hair, so I was like trying to lip read. I was like, I get the gist.
Oh, the lips are out of sync for me.
But yeah, what should we rate this?
2. I had a good dinner.
Yeah, I was going to say 2. I don't think it's any better than that. I think even 2's pushing it a bit. But let's give them a 2. Because Dean made me laugh.
Yeah, we love Dean.
Yeah.
So guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, retweet, retumble.
Follow us.
Yeah.
Like us.
Share us. Enjoy.
Subscribe. We said that.
Yeah.
Goodbye.